Hello, Bilish Kebaba here, bringing you the hard-hitting truth about Nintendo with another gaming video. And this time, I would like to talk about a debate. Yes, a debate that I saw recently between Shokio, you might know him, a very good Nintendo supporter, critical of Nintendo, very critical. I do not agree completely with him, but he does like Nintendo, but he's very critical. And arbitor365, some PlayStation fanboy which claims to be a PlayStation fanboy, but only bought the PlayStation in 2010 or something like that. I mean, I am not a PlayStation fanboy, and I bought the PlayStation 3 in 2008. So I don't know, some random dude. And I was watching the debate over on Shokio's Twitch, and to sum up, this is pretty much how the debate went. Shokio had the webcam on, it was facing him, he was chilled, relaxed, very cool, just chilling, relaxing. Off the cuff, he wasn't prepared with nothing. And then on the other side, you had this arbiter dude, and he had list. So basically, this is how it went. Shokyo would say something like, I feel that the sequels have been getting worse, which I personally do agree. Sequels have been getting worse. I mean, Bioshock Infinite, not as good as the first Bioshocks. Crisis 3, not as good as Crisis 2. Crisis 2, not as good as Crisis. So there you go. And he gave us so many examples. Even Batman. Batman Arkham Origins, not as good as Arkham City. Uh, God of War Ascension, not as good as God of War 3. Gears of War, in, not as good as the fourth Gears of War. What was it? Some bullshit. Not as good as Gears of War 3. So there was a lot of examples, and Abita would basically say, "You're right, you're right, you're right," but back to my list. And then he would say some other random stuff on his list. Shokyo would refute it quite convincingly, quite easily, and then Abita would agree with Shokyo again, and then once again go back to his list and say another random thing, which then Shokyo would refute. Then Shokyo would say something, and then Abata would agree with him again, and then that would be it. So, complete domination by uh, Shokyo. Complete domination. It was not even close. And yes, to be honest, it was very boring. Very, very boring. There was nothing. It was just boring. It was basically one guy agreeing with another guy, and then that's about it. So that was it. The best part was when Shokyo actually opened the mic, the Skype call to everyone, and then other random people just started joining in, other people from the gaming community, and they all just started talking and doing random stuff. That was actually quite entertaining. That last bit, RXL was there and everything else. And I have talked to RXL. I have talked to him. I sent him some messages, some comments on the Shokyo's video, and I asked him to do a gaming talk, not a gaming debate. I do not wish to debate him. You cannot debate someone's personal opinion. If they believe something, they believe something. But I just want to have a gaming talk as to 2014, why I feel Nintendo will have an incredible year, and how I feel that Sony, PlayStation 4, I did not talk about the Vita. The Vita was a terrible thing. It's dead to me. And why the uh, PS4 will not have as good a year as the Wii U, and why Nintendo is still one of the best, if not the best, game developers in the world. And I did ask him. I told him I want to have a game talk with you. He did say yes, he would have a game talk with me. He said, I said, we have to be civil. He said if I talk rude to him, he will leave. So yes, I am just waiting. I said fantastic. Just tell me when and where and how. He said okay. He hasn't responded now. He said he would do it, but I don't know if he's been busy, if he's become scared with me, if he's just around back. But we will see. We will see. If there is a gaming talk with RXL 219, I will try to record it. I'm not sure how you do it, but I will try. And I will put it here. I'm sure he will have his stuff there. He will go crazy or whatever he's doing. Um, but that's about it. So please, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Yes, subscribe for all your gaming news and for Nintendo.